Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We've got a special broadcast for you today. We have connected down to our friends down in Guatemala. We are talking about our 9 clinicians from Mary Free Bed who are down in Guatemala City today, this past week, and they are working with ROMP. That is the Range of Motion Project. They're in a couple different countries, and they do amazing work building prosthetics for the community there. And we've got 2 members from their team. We got Jonathan Neighbor, accompanied by Davi Martinez. And then we also got Lauren Jones and Dr. Benjamin Brynsma from Mary Free Bed. So, Jonathan, why don't we just start with you? Just tell me who you are, what you do with ROMP, and just kind of paint the picture of where we actually are in Guatemala, too.
Sure. So, first of all, thanks for having us, Chris. And we're very excited to continue this partnership with Mary Free Bed for the benefit of a lot of people with amputation here in Guatemala. But we're currently at the ROMP Clinic in Guatemala City. We located here a couple of years ago, and we've been providing prosthetic care and community-based rehabilitation services from this location ever since. My name is Jonathan Neighbor. I'm the Chief Program Officer at ROMP, and I'm responsible for operating all of our programs in partnership with our great country operators like Davi.
So, Davi, you are one of the leads here in Guatemala. Why don't you just tell me, like, what is ROMP and how does it all work, especially in the location in Guatemala?
Sure. Well, nice to meet you, Chris. Thank you for this interview. We are extremely happy to have part of the team of Mary Free Bed visiting in Guatemala. So, ROMP is a nonprofit organization. Our main focus is to provide high quality prosthetic care to vulnerable people. We work in Guatemala, we have ROMP in Ecuador, and as well we have operations in the United States. We are extremely thankful. During this week we have done 25 castings to patients. We did 21 test sockets. We delivered 24 prostheses this week. We did 3 first evaluations and 24 post-prosthetic physical therapy sessions. So it has been a wonderful week. We are extremely thankful to Mary Free Bed. So thank you.
Yeah, it's such a great experience, and we've been following this for a while. This is actually Lauren and Jones and Dr. Benjamin Brynsma. This is their first time down. Tell me, what has the week been like so far?
Well, like David, you said, we've delivered about 25 prosthetics, so it could not be much better, Chris. And we're just excited to be down here to help everybody out.
It's been really fun getting to know all the different people that are here. We have someone from South Africa that's here as well, someone from Ecuador. So everyone from around the world kind of collaborating together and getting to know each other.
And it's got to be a fun experience for you guys. I mean, to get out of the normal hospital day-to-day work and work in, I mean, I just got to show one of these pictures too, the setting. I mean, it is the facilities here, and you guys got, the beautiful Guatemalan nature all around you. But you guys are also like putting in some big time hours. You guys are, I see pictures and video of you guys work until the evening and it's dark. What's it like? Is it hard? Do you guys get any chance to rest?
Yeah, we get here around 8 o'clock or so and work to about 5 or 6. Then they have to pull us out of the lab because we don't want to stop. And then we're hoping to eat dinner here because it's about a 2-hour car ride to get back to our place that's about 5 miles away. So a lot of times we stay around here and eat dinner, so we can't get caught in all the traffic. But it's been a fantastic week. We're all tired, but we couldn't be happier.
That is awesome. I just appreciate you guys doing this, and it's so awesome to see the impact that you're having. Jonathan or Davi, can you guys let me know, why is there such a need for prosthetic care in your guys' community?
Sure. Prosthetic care is like extremely needed in Guatemala. First of all, we have like a big number of amputees in the country. Like the main reasons are due to diabetic foot, cancer, and traffic accidents. And unfortunately, our health system doesn't provide this type of care to our patients. And I was actually talking to Dr. Ben like a couple of hours ago about this problem and how ROMP has come to provide this care in Guatemala for the patients that need it the most, since our health system doesn't have the capacity.
And Jonathan, I find this really interesting that the the prosthetics that you guys have and use are donations a lot of times, right? They're coming in the people that are working in doing this, they're actually bringing it down to you guys, right?
The components that we use are generally donated. Every prosthesis that we provide is custom fabricated for the patient in line with the best practices for clinical care for people with amputation. But about 95% of the prosthetic components that we use are recycled or gathered in the United States. So we have a special program called Components for a Cause, in which we have, well over 150 different clinics throughout the US, Mary Free Bed included, that will basically conduct spring cleaning, fall cleaning at any point in the year. And they gather up prosthetic componentry that they're no longer using, they can no longer bill insurance for, and they donate it to ROMP. And we pay for it to be shipped first to our Denver warehouse, and then we dispatch it to Guatemala and to Ecuador. And those components make up about 95% of all the componentry that we use in the field. So we're talking about, millions of dollars worth of prosthetic componentry that we're able to recycle. And that's a huge part of our model for sustainability.
Yeah, that's just so exciting. And then either one of you two, can you share why is it, how important is it for these volunteer groups to come down, to bring the expert clinicians to share and to give their time? How important is that for the work you guys are doing in the community?
Yeah, it's critical for what we do. We run, numerous volunteer programs throughout the year, both here in Guatemala, but also in Ecuador. And these programs have a distinct purpose of not replacing what we do on a daily basis, because our clinics operate year-round with our local practitioners. But instead, they have the purpose of really helping us to significantly increase our clinical bandwidth in kind of short, intense periods of time. And so what we can do during these clinical programs is we can really take our most vulnerable patients from casting to delivery and really entering the post-prosthetic phase of their rehabilitation, in a very short, intense period of time. These programs also have the purpose of facilitating information exchange between our volunteer clinicians and our in-country clinicians. And it's really beautiful to see how this helps all of us together to stay at the cutting edge of what we're doing. So those are really the two key focuses of what we do, and that's why we do them multiple times throughout the year. And Mary Free Bed has consistently been one of our top institutions volunteering with us and impacting the lives of patients.
I know our team are so excited to get down there, and everyone's kind of like pushing and shoving, trying to be able to be one that comes down there. And it's been the biggest group we've had too. Lauren and Dr. Brynsma, can you guys share, what's the experience been for you guys personally during all this? What have you guys been taking away as you guys are getting close to wrapping up the week?
So I've had the experience to be able to actually collaborate with therapists that are walking by currently. But we have multiple PTs, OTs that are on staff here, and we've been able to collaborate and really learn from each other. There was a group of 6 students that came through. They were so engaged and just wanting to suck in all the knowledge they can. And it was just so exciting to see what they can provide for these patients, that after we leave, they're still going to be well taken care of.
And they brought some of their harder cases. They asked us to collaborate on them. And one of them actually showed up today, and we're going to try to get him ambulating. And he hasn't been ambulating much since 2018. So it's been great to work collaboratively with people that work at ROP. So we're learning from them, they're learning from us, and it's been a great experience. Not just clinicians, but like Lauren said, therapists. So it's been great for both of us, our groups.
For Lauren and Dr. Brynsma, have there been any patients or people that you've worked with that have really resonated, and the memory of working with them is going to stick with you guys when you guys head back to the States?
I think all of them, but Lauren's going to give a couple cases.
So I had 2 patients that really stuck out personally to me. One patient was a gentleman that had not been walking for 2 years. He was an above knee amputee. He was a passenger in a truck accident. He had a 6-year-old son, and to see him get up on his leg for the first time, his son was here and got to see him, and just like the excitement and love on his son's face, he came over and gave his dad the biggest hug, and just they were so
awesome.
emotional together. It was incredible. And then I kind of had a full circle patient that's in the video they're showing. But within 30 minutes of providing Luis his prosthesis, he was walking on grass. He was playing soccer with me. And me as a soccer player myself, it was just such a full circle moment to be able to provide that back to him after he hadn't been able to walk for a year.
I mean, I think the clip is just about to come up, but like he was good. I mean, it's just like
He
this
was
time
very
he's had,
good.
so yeah, this is him right here. So you said this was above the knee, below the knee?
So Luis is a below the knee. Yep. So he was flipping the ball up. This was 30 minutes after he was provided this prosthesis, and he was just so excited. He was bent over with emotion, just crying, and you could see how much he truly appreciated what we provided for him.
And again, like Lauren said, he hadn't walked in over a year, which is amazing that he's walking now and playing soccer.
Jonathan, what is it like? I mean, to have volunteer groups come in like this and to have these experiences, and you're there seeing this all the time, it must really fill up your bucket to pass on along this opportunity to give and to receive like this.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, I typically look at these volunteer programs very much in the kind of the practical sense of, these are directly in line with our strategic plan at ROMP, and they're helping us accomplish our mission of mobilizing access limited people with amputation. And I think, I'm in my 8th year of working at ROMP now, and it never gets old. Just this amazing cooperation between our local staff and our international volunteers, the patients and their families. It's a very special thing every time. And I can definitely confirm, and I'm not just saying this because I'm being interviewed by Mary Freebed, but I can definitely confirm that Mary Freebed is definitely one of the strongest groups that we have come down, both in terms of what it enables us to do with our patients during the time that you all are here with us, but also in terms of just the great group dynamic that we have within these volunteer programs. So we very much hope to count on, Mary Freebed continuing to send groups to help us out here in Guatemala moving forward. And obviously, it's, like I said, it just continues to be very rewarding to see that take place successfully.
And we're thankful too for our organization, but there's also the Mary Freebed Guild, a group of women who help govern and kind of keep the culture of the hospital. And they have made a great donation to help send our staff here to help out. So we're really thankful to them. And I don't know if Lauren or Dr. Bridesman, know more about that donation and just that support, but this is the 2nd year, I believe, that they've been helping to send some of our staff down.
Yeah, I mean, we are eternally grateful to them to provide this opportunity and for us to be able to provide to the local patients. I mean, there's 25 patients that are now walking because of the guild. So they allowed us to come down and do this opportunity and provide that hope and freedom that Mary Freebed so strongly provides across the globe outside of Michigan. So it's such an incredible way for them to support us, and we are incredibly thankful.
Yeah, well, I'm thankful to all you guys. I'm going to let you get back to work so you can keep helping those patients. Before we go, Jonathan, how can people find more information about ROMP and find out if they want to support organizations like you?
So people can look us up online at rompglobal.org. Very much welcome to visit us online and find out more about the organization and the ways they can get involved. I would like to make a special call for help in kind of 2 different areas. One is we need people to help us out with collecting and donating prosthetic components. This is one of the simplest things that you can decide to do that will have one of the biggest impacts that you can imagine. We definitely encourage, whether you're a prosthesis user or a family member of a prosthesis user, or you're operating a prosthetics clinic or doing residency at a prosthetics clinic, we invite and encourage you guys to collect prosthetic components and donate them to us. We pay for the shipping, so you literally just have to pack it up and then request the shipping label, and we'll send it to you. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, we need people to volunteer with us, particularly people who have some good clinical experience, P&Os, PTs, OTs, PM&Rs. So we really want to encourage you guys to consider volunteering with us at some point in time, whether it's here in Guatemala or in Ecuador. We can really use your help. And you can learn more about that on our website as well. So thank you again for your help and for this interview today.
That is awesome. Well, thank you guys both so
Sorry,
much.
Chris,
And there they
the
go.
phone overheated. So
Oh man.
we're behind
Okay.
Jonathan right now.
Oh gosh. Well, don't worry. I figure you guys had to jump in with patience, but that is totally fine. Hopefully you can get that charged up and fixed. But thank you guys all for watching, our viewers watching this, and good luck with the last little bit of patience that you're working with, and have safe travels back home. Once again, this has been Mary Freebed on the live stream. We've been checking in with Guatemala and our staff down there. 9 of our team have been working out with Romp and a bunch of other volunteers, hopefully delivering, I think, 25 or 26 prosthetics while they're down there. So we will share links for more information. Thank you for watching.